demonstrator, and today I'm making a gift card holder that is going to look like a flower pot. So I'm using 2 stamp sets today. I'm actually using another one as well for a sentiment. So the 3 is a bird and the Tropical Chic. I did actually only want to use this one, but my leaves in this one were just not big enough, so I had to use this leaf out of the Tropical Chic set. And for my sentiment I used For You on the Well Said. And I've got basic grey, terracotta tile, this is one of the new in colours, and some Whisper White refill ink there. And here's my paper. So this is the new terracotta tile paper, and I've got Old Olive here. This piece is 10.5 centimetres by 28 centimetres, and the Old Olive piece is 6.5 centimetres by, it's 17.9, but 18 is not going to make much difference. And we're going to do a little bit of scoring. I'm scoring at 10 centimetres, this is on the long side, 10 centimetres, 12.5 centimetres, whoops, move the table then, 15 and 25. Okay, put that to one side, bring in our Old Olive again on the long side. We're only scoring at 3 centimetres. I'm going to do it on this side. And there we go. We can move that out of the way. So my Old Olive, we are just folding that over. That's all we're doing with that one. This one, we are going to fold it. So we've got 3 score lines together here, and the middle one, we're going to fold it in half like this. Make sure our edges are straight. Burnish, and then we're folding it the other way. We're doing that on the other side. That one's going the other way. And then this one is coming back on itself. Like so. And now we're going to bring our ruler in. So before we get the ruler out, I forgot we need to do a little bit of punching first. So this is our pot. This top bit is going to be the top of the pot, and I just want to round those edges off to make it look more pot-like. So I'm just going to, using my corner punch, just punch the corners, just punch those 2 corners. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of measuring now. So we want to measure 1.5 centimetres in from each end. And I'm just putting a little dot down the bottom there, so I know where that is. Okay, so I've got my dot here and my dot here. So I'm bringing in my guillotine here, and so what we want to do, we don't want to cut our pot flap, but we want to cut from our white dot to our corner there, and this is going to make the shape of a pot. I'm using my guillotine because obviously I'm going through a couple of layers here. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to actually do a little bit of decorating now. So I want this to look like a terracotta pot. So I'm just bringing in something to protect my table. And I have a little mount here. And I'm going to squirt some of the Whisper White refill on there. And I have my terracotta tile. I'm just going to put one of my mounts in there, so I've got some ink on it. And my basic grey. I'm just doing the same with that, got a little bit of grey on there. I'm starting with the terracotta tile, and I've got a little finger dauber here, and I'm just going to dip it in, and then I'm going to start on the edge and come in. And I'm just gently doing small circles, and I'm going to go around my edges. So remember, this is going to be down here. Just keep adding the ink until you're happy with how much you have on there. I'm then bringing in the Whisper White, and I'm going to do more of a dabbing action of this. And then I'm coming in with my basic grey and just going to dirty up a little bit of dabbing and a little bit of blending. I've cut out the smallest nesting die, and that is with the bundle that comes with the Freezer Bird set, and I've stamped for you. As I said, I got that from the Well Said stamp set, and I've just gone over it a little bit with a bit of white gel pen, and I'm just going to do exactly the same with this. Just put a bit of white, put a bit of grey and terracotta on it. So while I'm waiting for that to dry off, I've brought my fine tip glue in, and this is my old olive piece, and I'm going to glot some glue along the edge here, running out. I want it along both of these edges here. I'm going to close that up. I'm just going to put a block on it and put it to one side to leave it to dry. I've put tear and tape, so this is underneath my flap. I've put a couple of bits there, and I'm going to stick that down like that. And then on the inside of our pot, I've just put some tear and tape just on these edges at the top here. We need there to be a gap, because that is where we're going to be putting our gift card. Our gift card's going to go in there. So let's just take the backing off of our tear and tape. And then that should just close shut. And again, I'm going to close that shut. And that is the bottom of our card. It's going to stand like this. I'm just going to bring in our little sentiment here. I've popped this up on a couple of dimensionals. They fit perfectly in there because they're the same shape. And then this is going to go on the front of our card here. I have some pieces here that I've already cut. So I've stamped these with old olive ink onto old olive cardstock. This is from the Tropical Chic set, and I think I've got about 6 leaves. And then I've fussy cut these little flowers from the Freezer Bird set. I've just put a bit of Dark Daffodil Delight and a bit of Pool Party around the edging of those. And then I've got my little bird here, and I've coloured him in so he looks like a blue tit. And I'm going to put this together. I have my piece of old olive here, and I'm using a library card here, but you would put your gift card in there. I don't have a gift card on me, couldn't find one. And this is going to slot inside. So this is going to go in here. And I'm not sure if you can see, but then the end of this will go into either your front or your back point of your card. And so it's going to be like this. Now I've made this to fit into a 5x7 envelope. So this is going to be my envelope. Oh look, I've got it dirty. My envelope is going to be this size. You could get it into a small envelope, but you've just got to be careful when you decorate. So when I decorate, my leaves can't be above my envelope. So if you wanted it to be smaller, you could make this piece smaller and bring your leaves down lower. I've stuck my first layer of leaves onto the top of my cardstock here, and when you stick them on, make sure you can't see that line at the back of the card. While making this insert, you need to just keep putting it in and out of the pot so you can see where the leaves are going to be, making sure it's still going to fit in the envelope. I want my little blue tit to go on here now. I want it to stick onto my leaf but look like it's sitting on the pot. I'm just going to pop a couple of dimensionals on there, and I'm going to stick him on. And there he is. So he comes up when you lift the layer up. And now I've got my last leaf, and I've popped a couple of dimensionals on the back there because I want that to look like it's going over the pot, but when you lift that layer out, you need to make sure it's not going to get caught, so the dimensionals are going to stop that happening. So I'm just going to stick that on there now. I've put dimensionals on the back of my little flowers there, and I've popped them up. And on the back of my card, I'm going to stick this, and this will be where you can write on. You could put whatever shape you want on there. You could probably get away with a bigger one. Okay, and there it is, finished. I really like the look of this, and I love that you can just pop it out and receive a library card. Who wouldn't want a library card? You could put money in there. You could even not put the flap in and just have a sentiment there and put your message on there, so when they pull it out, you've got your you've stamped your sentiment, and you've written your message. How cute is that? And I mean, if you wanted to do something to the back, you could put more leaves on the back if you wanted to do that. I'm happy as it is, actually. Already I'm seeing this as a Christmas card. I'm seeing this as a robin with holly and berries and snow and glitter. So maybe later on in the year I will make this as a Christmas card as well, or a Christmas gift card, or even a Christmas card. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this card, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye.